to DK Schoolhouse Christmas Craft. So today I'm going to make you, show you how to make this very cool Rudolph letter to Santa. So, with that beautiful red nose, and then inside this floppy tongue comes out and you can write your message to Santa. Dear Santa, please bring me lots of toys and games. I have been very good this year, Mr. Matt. Well, we think that's true or not, but let's see. So you're going to need some glue, some scissors, some pencil crayons, preferably a yellow, a brown, a pink, a red, and I'm not quite sure what this colour is, but yes, this colour's pretty good. Okay, you're also going to need a pencil, possibly a pencil sharpener, to put onto DK Schoolhouse Telegram page. Okay, what you might also need, you don't have to, you've got colouring crayons, is one of these brown envelopes and a pink piece of paper. Okay, let's begin. So, first things first, get Mummy and Daddy to print out your two sheets. So here are mine, then obviously you take your colours and you start colouring them in. Now, obviously, we're only doing a short video, so I can't colour them in all for you because that would take forever. It would be the most boring video in the world. So, I'll tell you what, here's one I made earlier. So, having obviously coloured in your things, you then need to cut them out following the black lines. Now, here's me just finishing off cutting the nose. Now, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. Do we all know that Christmas carol? Well, if not, I will probably sing it again before the end of this video. Very still, I now have one nose. We have two eyes, one inside of our mouth, one antler, the second antler, and then we have two templates, okay? This one is the head and this one is the tongue. Now, the next thing we're going to need is our brown piece of paper. So here's our brown piece of paper, and you're going to take the one that says head. Head. You're then going to take your pencil, and draw around the template. Now, once you have drawn around, not very good there. Once you've drawn around your template, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Now, what you're going to do now is get your scissors and start to cut around your template. Now, this can be a little tough, as obviously the envelope is quite strong, but if you need help, get your mummy or your daddy or your auntie or your uncle or your grandma, who might be a little better with scissors than you. But after you've gone all the way around it, like so. We will be left with, we don't need that anymore, two Rudolph the Reindeer heads. Now, if you've got a little brother or sister who wants to join in, put that one aside and they can use it later on. So now, we've got our head, we've got the inside of our mouth, two antlers, two eyes, and a big red nose. The last thing we need is the tongue. So, as again, get your pink piece of paper this time and put your tongue template on it. Okay, hold it tight and again, go around with your pencil. Okay, once you've gone round with your pencil, again, get your scissors and start to cut out your tongue. Now, again, be careful when using scissors. I don't want anyone's mums and dads ringing me and saying, Mr. Matt, my child has cut their finger off. That would be very bad. And I don't want to get into trouble because then Santa won't come and see me. So, once you've got your tongue cut out, I will then show you how to stick everything together. Okay, the last bit. So, let's go through that again. So, we should now have one tongue, one inside mouth, one nose, two eyes, two antlers, and the head. Okay, so let's look how it's made. So, firstly, we have, obviously, our folded envelope. Now, you can choose which you prefer, the inside, which is a slightly darker brown, or the outside, which is a slightly lighter one. As I did the other one, and look, I've missed a bit there, I am going to go for a lighter Rudolph this time. So, get your Rudolph template, and then look for the one that says head again. Head. Now, obviously, do you see these dot, dot, dot lines? What you want to do is make a small pencil mark there, and a small pencil mark there. That way, you know where to fold the paper. Okay? Now, if you're being extra special, you can also mark in the lines on the other side as well to make it easier to fold. So, now we know where to fold, we then fold on our preordained line, like so. Okay? And then the same on the top, like so. Now, you'll see that there's a little bit of pencil still left on there, and as I wanted to look really pretty, I'll use my eraser to get rid of that. Now, what you should have is a little flappy thing. Okay, you see? Now this one on the bottom should be slightly smaller than the one on the top, so it folds over nicely. Now, obviously, what we now need to do is get our glue stick. Okay? Now, make sure you've got it open, and the first thing we're going to do is put the eyes on. So, there we are. Put some glue on the eyes, and I'm going to stick my first eye about halfway up the model. Okay? There we are, one eye. Now, taking my second eye, I put some glue on that, and then I'm going to put my second eye next to the first eye, like so. It doesn't really matter which way they go, it depends how you want to look at it. Okay, so after we've stuck the nose on, I will then show you what to do with the antlers. Okay, so here's our nose, right on. Now, already, as you can see, we're starting to look like Rudolph. So there we are, nose, and the next thing we're going to do is put on our antlers. So the antler goes there, and sticks on there, and then the second antler, we put a bit more glue on it, and it sticks on there. Now, if you've got more time than me, you might want to put a heavy object, such as a cut on, to make sure the antlers stick on properly. You see? I've got two antlers on the back there, stuck on, stuck on. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is open up our mouth. Okay, now, as you can see on my one, we've got the inside of the mouth and the tongue. So the first thing we need to do is put some glue on the inside of the mouth. That's the one you coloured in earlier on. Okay, here we are. So, glue all the way around that. Bit of glue in the middle, just so it sticks properly. And then, this should stick nicely onto the inside of your Rudolph mouth, like so. Okay, make sure you've smoothed it down. Now, finally, you take your tongue. Now, you might want to write a message on your tongue, and you can say, "Dear Santa, please give me lots of sweets." I like sweets. This Christmas. Let's put an exclamation mark in for good. Thanks, Mr. Matt. Okay, now we've got our message on. Turn your tongue over, make sure the two dimples are at the top, and go and put a bit more glue on the top like that. Okay, once you think you've got enough glue on, you're going to bring it in and, as I say, stick it into the middle of your mouth like so. Now, obviously, we need to make sure that it folds properly, so look for those lines again, and then fold your tongue appropriately. Now, once you've got that, folded everything nicely, you then fold the bottom jaw you can see, we now have a wonderful Rudolph, just like the one I made earlier. So I've got Rudolph and Rudolph's younger brother. So, Ralph. So, as you can see, the mouth opens and your Christmas message comes out. Well guys, if you make this, I would love you to send me some pictures. So, thank you so much, and hopefully you'll be able to do your very own Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Christmas Santa card. Thank you.